to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Moment of silence, please.
Lined up good? Okay. I wish the flag was in front of me, but let's be Americans together.
Yes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you all for being here today.
Led by Democrats whose actions, if allowed to continue, will destroy the American way. The power to tax is the power to destroy. And President Obama, Harry Reid, Nancy Pelosi, and others in Washington, D.C. are systematically destroying the greatest nation on this earth. While at the same time, the counterparts in the great state of New Hampshire, Governor Lynch and the Democratic-controlled House and Senate, are destroying the New Hampshire Washington, D.C. Who would have guessed that just 14 months ago, President Obama's leadership, or lack of leadership in my opinion, would have spent trillions of dollars of our money in an uncontrollable manner. The Congressional Budget Office is quoted as saying, the current fiscal policy is unsustainable, and that is exactly what Senator Gregg has been warning us about. In other words, we are headed for bankruptcy if this nation does not change its course and change fast. Who would have dreamed that in this short period of time, the citizens of the most powerful nation in the free world would have allowed our government to take so much control over our lives? Say nothing about the banking industry, the auto industry, the insurance industry, healthcare, student loans, and it's not over
My
yet.
utter contempt for what the federal government has become. And in order more adequately to express that contempt, I have brought a special object of derision with me today, which I shall now unveil before your very eyes. There it is. This is a working model of the federal government. The money, your money goes in here, Congress flushes it away, and you know the rest. Well, in honor of, or I should say, in recognition of today's date, I've labeled this the IRS, this toilet the IRS, but it could be as easily labeled today's White House. It could be as easily labeled as this miserable Congress that is astride our nation's future. It could as easily be labeled the entire federal edifice, which has erected itself in Washington and from shore to shore. This toilet is meant to express contempt, and it is not only acceptable but urgent that we express our contempt for what the government has become. What can we say about it, except that it's malodorous? To use a plain word, to use a plainer word, it stinks.
It's because of you that we can be here today. Today is the 98th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. At the time, the greatest ship that was ever made. The unsinkable.